Hi, everybody. Welcome to the QB School. I am JT O'Sullivan. Today, Trey Lance, Dallas Cowboys, preseason, week 1, the video I have been dreading doing all week. I apologize out the gate for how long this is. No other way to go around it. Let's get into it. Welcome to the QB School. Before we dive into the video, quick reminder about the Quarterback School Patreon community. This group is the foundation, the bedrock of the channel. Not only is it a great, cheap way to support the channel, but you get even more Quarterback School content. You want to know what it's like to be in an NFL quarterback room, all the nuance, detail, granular level of football at a high level. You will love the Quarterback School Patreon community. Hop over there, join, become a member. I appreciate your support. As for this video, let's get into it. Trey Lance, preseason, week 1, 2024 for the Dallas Cowboys. Right out the gate here, McCarthy special, all hitch. Hitches R4, rhymes with witches. Tell him Norv. Right here, look now. I've been putting off doing this video for a number of different reasons. 1, it's going to be crazy long. 2, it's not going to be that fun. I'm not saying that to make you not watch the video. I'm just being honest. Like this is going to be tough to watch sometimes. This is nice though. Get a completion, 1, 2, all hitch. You can see hitches all over the place. Pick the free access, put it right on him. Nice. If this is the footwork, 1, 2, great, good for you. I love it. Now, there's going to be many themes of this thing. I just want you to watch a few things. And I'm not going to do this for every single throw, but I do just want to like talk about it because I feel like Trey Lance has more moving parts in his throw than anybody else in the league that I can think of. And what I mean by that is this should be a pretty simple, if the way that they teach it and do it is left foot, right foot, throw. You want your hips and your shoulders to kind of stay right where they are and just rotate. You don't want a lot of what I'm used to calling wasted movement up. So just watch how much his hips, shoulders, and eyes all move not towards the target. And again, it doesn't matter here because we throw a hitch from the middle of the field. But see how it just looks like it's down, up, down, up. I mean, even as he goes to throw this thing, you can see his hips and shoulders move up. See how they're kind of like right on a line. So it works out perfectly for this rep, and that's why I'm showing it for this one. Use this white line right here. So it's always nice to use things in the background to kind of give you that visual when you're talking about quarterback mechanics. Watch it go up. And again, you don't hear me talk about this very much in the NFL because guys just don't do this. There's not this much wasted movement. See how up it is? And again, you don't get, it's not that much of a factor when you throw a strike on a hitch, but we'll see it will spray the ball. Next one here, 2nd and 10, play action. We're going to take a shot up top, a little switch scissors. I like it. Gun, play action, beautiful pass protection, got all the time in the world, and this is just a weird decision. I'm not saying it's against the rules to throw it to where he throws it. It just doesn't make sense to me. It looks like someone who doesn't understand the intent of the play. And the ball is crazy flat. We got Reggie White hiding back there. It's just weird. It's bizarre. And I don't mean weird like in the political context nowadays. I mean, it's just strange. So here's the corner, and it's really corners right here with a little smash down here. And I would bet a lot of money that the ball is trying to go right here. We're going to switch release, go outside, and then he's going to come back in. So anytime you have that kind of movement, you're not running this as a decoy route. We're trying to get the ball here. The only reason you wouldn't get the ball here is if this safety just hung right here and you saw this guy like pop wide open, mailbox, throw it. But we're trying to get in here, capture that safety, capture the corner, have them go with us here, especially versus middle field open. This guy's going to be out down here. We got this whole space in the middle of the field, right? This is where we're trying to attack. Play fake is going to bring the linebackers up, and then we're going to run switch release and get right to this area. You just have to be patient enough to throw it. And again, it's not going to be this wide open because the safety up top goes when he throws the corner. So it's magnified. But like, even if this is supposed to be closed, which it very well might supposed to be, you still wouldn't want to throw that corner there with outside leverage for me. It doesn't make sense. And again, it looks more open than it is because the safety up top goes with the corner. But again, even if you didn't like it, I would say just get it to the check down. It just feels forced. And then we're not even talking yet about the ball, never giving him a chance, it being a line drive, the wrong club, the wrong trajectory. Look how flat that ball is. It's just a weird throw. There's no touch. Look how much we're up on our toes. Oh my goodness. Hey-oh. And then that thing is just coming out screaming. I mean, anytime you see the wide receiver or the tight end not even give like a chance to go catch it, like that's just, Bo Jackson up the tunnel. Next one here, 3rd and 10. 3rd and 10 is rough. Okay, we're going to run what looks like the Cowboys version of shock down here to the bottom with a little like option wrap in up top. The outcome of this, I think, is a highlight for Trey Lance in this game. I thought the way he used his feet, whether he was running it or scrambling right here, this looks nice. I mean, this looks like he's fast. He's running away from people right here. No, get vertical. Nice job. Get down, protect yourself. That's pretty sweet. That part is outstanding. I think the part that makes you kind of look sideways at this thing is if this is the concept. So normally this is a locked hitch right here. They just run a smoke. Sometimes you'll do that. Here's the inside fade. Normally it's a stick, but 3rd and 10, I like their little addition here where this thing ends up getting a little bit deeper. So again, the bones of it are still like universal shock. Then up top, we're running that little like choice or option route with the wrap in. So whatever their read is to get there, I think, if you got man, most people like the inside fade. If not, you're probably working over here. If you start with this, you'd probably be here too. Because see how it would be in your vision back here as you look to the inside fade? No, yes. And if that's the case, I would say the ball has to go here. It has to be thrown here. You don't know that you're going to be able to scramble and go get a first down on 3rd and 10. This is open, man. We if we're looking that way, there's no way that it can't go there. So play this thing out like we're looking at the bottom. Gets to close, man. Inside fade. Don't like it? Okay. I don't like it either. Get to the number 3. Winner. He's already off of him. Backside in. No. Now we got to go. So he's either playing it too quickly. Regardless, though, that's a beautiful job accelerating, getting vertical upfield. I'm not taking anything away from the scramble. I want him to win and see it from the pocket. Look at 47. He hasn't even hitched yet. Hitch. So he's already to the backside before he takes a hitch or a reset. 1, 2. Look at his helmet turn. That's just not playing the play at the correct speed. There's no way you would not give that side at least a hitch. And again, most times, just so we're understanding the timing of this thing in most offenses, specifically this offense, if I'm saying the inside fade is 1 and this tight end here is 2, and then we'll just for S&Gs here call this backside in 3. To me, it would be 3-step drop, 1 right there, hitch number 2 right there, hitch number 3 back this way, and then we got to run. So you get 2 hitches. They've got to pass protect for us for 2 hitches, 2 resets, whatever your terminology is. See how he 1 hitches and he's gone. Now he feels that thing collapse on the left and goes, but I still think he could throw it to 47 on time. But he doesn't see it. He doesn't like it. I love this. Stride out, get vertical, outstanding, first down. Next one here, 3rd and 5. We're going to run a little bunch spot or snag up top. To me, this is late. The ball's behind us. And again, we're going to talk location accuracy a lot in this video. I'm also going to acknowledge, some things that don't make as much sense to me as other things. We're going to start quarterback-wise, though. If we're throwing a flat here, this is just late. So 3 and a hitch to a flat is late. Now, it's an impressive throw because the right tackle is taking an L right in your lap. Can't get through the throw. The arm strength is impressive, but the ball location is behind us. Okay, so again, it's open. 1, 2, 3, throw. Instead, we 1, 2, 3, hitch, and now we're late. Okay, now the other part, and again, people that know me on the channel, I've said this many times. Mike McCarthy taught me NFL offense, professional offense. He was my coordinator for the first 3 years in the league in New Orleans. If he was standing right here next to me, I would tell him, I don't love this wide bunch. Why are we wide bunching this? Let's just go normal bunch here so that when we throw the flat from the number 3 here, so if this was the bunch, let's move this bunch down here. So if this was the bunch, when we come out here with this flat, we've got way more room. Now, you still have to throw it in front of him. You can't throw it behind him. That's a different conversation. But when we go this like medium bunch, it just doesn't make sense for me. Now, maybe that gets us different check. I doubt it in the preseason. I don't know how they would know that. Maybe because they went against him in practice, but like it just doesn't make sense to me. You're closing the window to the flat by moving out wide. And again, you can see the flat's wide ass open. Just catch throw or catch 3-step throw. You can't be late. And then you can't be late and behind them. Damn. It's a bummer. That should score, not should get a first down. That should score. And again, watch the footwork. Who knows what their footwork is? It's probably not 3 and a hitch to the flat. Doesn't take away from it being a pretty impressive athletic throw. Boom. Fastball just behind us. So we end up getting the first down there. Now we have another series set of downs. Now it's 4th and 1. Same series, balls on the 3. Okay, this throw, there's just no other way to say it. This type of throw is how you get fired. And I don't enjoy saying that. That's not me being a dick. That's just me getting fired many times, getting cut, seeing a lot of guys get cut, being in a lot of rooms where you're competing for a roster spot. This is wide ass open in the NFL tight red zone. Coming out here, whatever this little banana route is with this in route. This is inside leverage, run away. We got all this space, must get it up and down. Must. I don't care what the footwork says in the book. Catch, get it up and down. Your job to throw it inbounds, give us a chance. This is too easy. This is like missing a layup. Just unacceptable. It's like missing a layup game winner. Maybe not game winner, but like important layup. Oh my God. These are the type of throws, man. They bring me zero joy to show. It just doesn't make sense to me. And again, we're not in their quarterback room. If that's the footwork you want, you just got to throw a firmer, flatter ball. There's just no way to do it. I think I'm on record enough. I'm getting tired of myself saying it. I prefer a 1-step. This is like a shuffle. Toesy. Damn near kills a photographer outside the dotted. Fuck, man. He is gapped. I feel bad for the guy. Brutal. Next one here. We're going to rip a shake route down here to the bottom. All a shake route is to me is a post corner. So post, corner. It's beautiful coverage from the corner. It really is. I think the throw is pretty good. I would say this plays to Trey Lance's strengths as far as driving the ball on these types of throws. Ball's right up on his face. The DB's just right there. Makes a better play. They get paid too. Now, the part that I just disagree with philosophically is coming back here, play faking this, then getting your 7-step drop under center. And the reason I disagree with it is because this post, shake, corner, whatever this you want to call this thing, it doesn't matter. The play fake doesn't, we don't care what these guys do. We don't care what these guys do. It's one-on-one out here. You want to be on time in rhythm. So play fake to me, just a little bit harder footwork. We're going to not be the cleanest, in my opinion, at the back end of this. It's going to be a tick late, probably because the play fake, and the play fake doesn't impact anything with this throw. And you might say, oh, well, they're running it in on the backside, so we want that. No, they're not. They're not running it in. The play fake doesn't matter. Look at the corner down here to the bottom. He is looking right at the wide receiver. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, I think it's a pretty impressive throw. The corner just does a great job. Great. Awesome change of direction. Right down in the guy's hip. That's beautiful coverage. Again, play fake for who, for what? And you might say, whatever, dude, it doesn't matter. All right, well, then you go out there and throw a far hash shake and see the difference between a play fake and just taking a drop. Now, do I love under center 7-step? No. Next one here, 2nd and 10. We're going to throw a flat down here to the bottom. Okay. It's a completion. Is it a good throw? I mean, it's a completion. There's going to be a theme here. The ball location, the precision of the accuracy is simply not good enough. And I'm not saying that you're going to go out there and throw strikes every single time. Okay. But you also can't miss every single flat throw. I mean, this is not a difficult throw. We're running double slant and a flat. I think it's good. It's decisive. The timing is good. If that's the footwork we're going with, great. 1, 2, out. Now, the difference here is because he throws it back shoulder and we got to flip around, now we don't get to go get a first. 2nd and 10. This should be a first down. The ball location matters. It's not good enough to get out there and just get a completion. And again, a lot of attempts. 25 completions, 41 attempts. We're throwing it. We're trying to see if he can play. Oh. Next one here, 2nd and 12. We're going to run 2x2 all go. Everybody's running go. Quarterback school logo. You're welcome. Verse quarter, half. You'd love to, I think most people would want to work the half side. This is a nice job extending the play, getting out, getting a completion outside the numbers. Again, looks more comfortable, getting outside, moving. Not there. Good job. Put it on him. Nice completion on the boundary. That's all good. Okay, again, that part of it is good. Acknowledge it. The part that I don't love is talk about quarter, half. So quarter. I'm going to call this half field, rolled up cloud corner. That's the half part. Verse all go. Seam, best release, go. Most teams, I would say, let's work the half field side. Okay. Working this half field side, you're going to work this thing usually inside out. So 1 to 2. Now this whole shot's a big boy throw over here. If they're going to try to, and really it's just dependent on what this safety does. If he hangs here, well, then we got to throw the whole shot or check it down. If he gets width at all, then this seam has got a great chance to be a hitter, especially if they're going to try to match this thing and run with him with his back turn. To me, I want this ball thrown right here. And then if you don't like it, get it to the check down. That timing. So it's 1 to 2. It's 1, 2, 3 if you work the whole shot. But I mean, it works out. We get a completion off schedule, extend the play. Again, you be the judge. Could we throw that seam down here? Hitch, throw. See the safety working way outside the numbers? He's on top of the numbers. We can throw that seam, man. That seam to me, and again, you might say it looks covered. It is covered, but it's still open in the NFL. He's running with his back turned. There's no safety over the top. Throw a seam strike right there. Get it up and down 20-ish yards. And then if you don't like it, right there. So 1, 2. That's the timing of how this structure plays when the safety is going to come out here and get width like this on the half field side. So even though we get a completion, I'm saying it's probably not played the way that you want to play it consistently. It just whatever about 1, 2, 3, throw, check down. You got to move, check down. Check down. Okay, get out. You don't like it, get out, extend it. That part is great. The last third of this play, outstanding. Trey Lance, extend the play, get a completion, great. But let it rip. Throw it. It almost looks like he's looking outside. No check down. You see 34. Seam, check down. Okay, now we got to go. Nice job getting out there, get a completion. Good for you. Next one here, 2nd and 6. A little naked keeper up top to the left. Nice job getting it to the flat. Navigate the edge with 2 guys right in your face. Again, you got to be able to get this throw up and over. Ball handling, reverse out. Again, offhand on your core. Show some nice athleticism. Ball's certainly good enough right up on his face, catchable. No, whoop, flip around, got him. So again, I feel like I say this every single naked keeper, but we'll say it again here. Someone's usually in the flat, someone's usually deep, someone's on the over. There's another person, it's backside like this. Okay, got to have a plan for the edge. Now, it's not going to be an open edge here because we got a wing, right? We got the inline and we got the wing, so it's going to be a little bit wider. So you do have enough time to be able to protect yourself off this fake. No, come around here, get enough depth to be able to navigate this to the flat. Well done. And again, going to your left, I don't think anybody, is questioning Trey Lance's athleticism. He might not be the most athletic, dynamic, explosive guy, twitchy guy, but he looks powerful. He can certainly make these types of athletic throws, extend plays, run it a little bit. That part is not in question. It's the other part that I think is most revealing. Next one here, looks like we're working the line down here to the bottom of the double slant, inside out. It's a really nice catch. The ball's behind him. It's a little late. It's just one of those things where we just don't see a lot of strikes thrown, guys. Like I don't know how else to say it. There's no like sugarcoating it. It's a catch. It's a good read. It's probably the right read. So to me here's that line. Whether it's dart or slant, it's almost always read 1 to 2, and it happens real fast. Again, for the 80 billionth time, I would prefer one step. I think we'd get it out faster. It looks late with this 1-2. Okay. I'm saying this play is probably all stick up top, where it's quick out stick and then verse press. So you get this press or tough adjust, the guy's up in his lap. This thing then converts to a fade. Okay. And again, catch open. You got options all over the place. You just be the judge. Does this look on time? 1, 2, right? Like he's running open. Just catch it and put it on him. Catch, put it on him. Dang. It's a nice catch. Again, even in completions, there's hidden information for us trying to evaluate what the hell's going on. It's not a strike and it's late. Now, is that because the structure is footwork? Maybe. I mean, obviously they're teaching him to do this because he's doing it, but it's also late and it's also behind him. Next one here. This is a weird one for me. Not really. Slant up top, swing screen down here to the bottom. The ball's right on him, right on his face. It's a drop, no doubt about it. I think it's worth acknowledging the fact that it's not a decision I would want to make very often. It doesn't mean that it's not open. Okay. Don't freak out. It's a drop. Okay. First and foremost. So what I'm going to call a slant, up and slant. It's going to be paired with this swing screen down here. So these guys are blocking. I would guess a lot of money that the read is 1, if you have it, 2 right here. Now, I'm friends with enough wide receivers to know that they don't love catching slants into quarters. So if this is a quarter safety and he is hanging here, okay, now he, depending on the coverage, he might be hunting up over here, whatever. But if the quarterback's looking over here and he's hanging here, I don't want to be in the habit of throwing too many slants like this. These are ambulance balls. Now, it doesn't matter. It doesn't mean that it won't sometimes be open. It won't mean that, hey, if you've got a connection with a guy and he turns it almost into like a short in, it's not there and we can get it. You can get it right here. They should have got it. It still doesn't necessarily make it the best play for me. I would much rather say, hey, if they're going to have this quarter safety right here, I'm just going to raise up and throw the swing screen. And again, it's easy with a marker and a clicker, guys, but it's also pretty fucking easy to play quarterback and say, hey, 3-by-1, what's the weak side safety doing? It looks like quarters, coach. Well, then throw the swing. Instead, boom, almost gets our guy murdered, and we should catch it. But even if we catch it, we're going to get drilled. it's not for me, and Mike doesn't ask me, but still, left, right, dunk. Again, you got to catch it, dog. There's no doubt about it. There were some drops, I'm not going to make excuses. You got to catch the ball. And I don't think it was the best decision. Next one here, 2nd and 10. Another bummer on a few different levels. It looks like he's trying to get the back on an option or a choice. We just skymail this thing. Again, there's just no way around it. The accuracy is a major concern. Like you can't be missing throws that bad. And again, I've heard people that have really good reputations in the industry talk about all misses are the same. Essentially, it doesn't matter. I couldn't disagree more. This type of miss on like this type of throw, this is not a hard throw. And I'm not saying you're going to throw a strike every single time. You're not. Players that are really good at this type of stuff, like your boy Bo Nix, he's going to throw a strike, put it on a string every time. What I am saying is you could go out to an NFL practice, see all 4 quarterbacks, all 5 quarterbacks go to the running back drill and run this type of route. No one is going to throw a ball that the running back doesn't even touch. Like, it might be behind him, it might be high, it might be low. You're going to skymail this thing? It's not good enough with the accuracy. Okay. Then we're paired it with like a corner. Now, again, the screenshot gurus are going to love this one because this post is going to score corner and like a little under. Back in the day with Mike, this was always kind of a backside of a play. So if you didn't like it down here, so 1, 2, then you'd come back over here, 3, and sometimes these things would pop. But it's one of those things where I'm not mad about him not throwing to the number 3 for a touchdown at all. I am mad about skymailing these easy-ish throws. And again, you might say, oh, that linebacker is kind of like in the lane, so he's going to undercut this right here. Well, then don't throw it. I don't disagree. I don't love where that linebacker is either. But I'm not going to throw it and miss it on the first read. That doesn't make sense either. Now maybe the back could give us a little bit better, flatter of a route. Reset him, get deeper. Again, don't throw it then. We just can't have this weird miss radius all over the film. 3rd and 10, right on cue, 2 elements we just talked about. So the slant up top into quarters or into open. Don't love it, coach. That might not even be quarters. That might be closed match. Now, I do love what the wide receiver does up top, putting that corner in a blender. Again, whether you call this closed or quarters, it kind of plays out the same. This is actually that same combination I was just talking about. Mike usually putting on the backside, McCarthy usually putting on the backside with the seam corner under. Back in the day, we used to call this play kangaroo. Again, if you're going to throw the last one into quarters, why wouldn't you throw this slant? This slant, the guy wins even more. There's more space. So again, concept-wise here, again, we're going off the rails here. Slant here. Here's that seam, corner. Here's that like slow under. So get it, kangaroo, under, pouch, whatever you want to say, with this little wide. Okay, normally the read is 1 to 2 to 3. Again, these things pop when your eyes come back across sometimes. You're not necessarily looking for those. Classified as like alerts if you want to. I don't love throwing slant with this player right here, whether he's coming down and he's coming back or whether they're both kind of like hanging in quarters-ish here. I don't love it. But we just did it. So we're certainly willing to do it. And this time we put this dude in an absolute blender, turn him around out there. If you did it once, this is a better look. Do it now. And then I think, the under's probably not there and the wide's probably not there. So you got to go instead of throwing contested checkdowns. So, you be the judge. If that's number 1 up top, don't you have to throw it? Even if I don't like the safety, right? It's just a weird, it's not good enough vision, man. And I get it. The safety is right there. You just made this throw, though. You just made this decision. He's facing this way. Just throw it right at him if you're going to throw it. Don't lead him like a softball this way. You want to put this thing right on him, right there, not way out in front of him up here where he's going to get collisioned. And again, normally I would say, if you're off of it because of that, okay, but you still look over there if that's one. You see him win, put it on him. Instead, I mean, this is really a kind of like panic check down. It's 3rd and 10, dog. Just throw it away. Just get outside the pocket, throw it away. And again, Mike McCarthy has thrown slants on 3rd and long for a long time. I always like them because if you hit a slant, there's a good chance you're going to get 10 yards on the yak part of it. But man, it's weird. 4 seconds left to go, 4th and 6. Normally I wouldn't put plays like this on a video, but I think when we're showing so much of this game, you got to show the positive ones too, of him getting out and creating. They run a little like cross check down. He's able to extend the play. Now it's a nothing burger of a play. It's 4th and 6. Time runs out in the first half. But again, you can see Trey Lance's comfort zone. He's just playing. Like, this is just backyard. Eyes downfield, throw it back across your body. I think this is kind of where he's at his best. And if he had to play, you'd have to like create more opportunities for this kind of things to just naturally happen. It's just, you have to be able to do the normal stuff in structure too. So a little double in up top. Watch the cross checkdowns, the shallow with the back. Again, good vision. Right here, the extending, the natural play. This is him at his best. What you just don't want your best only coming like 3 plays a half and having them be like these like nothing burger plays when it doesn't matter. You know, the defense just wants to get him down. Doesn't matter how many yards he gets. It's over. Halftime. Dig the channel, and you haven't already, please like, subscribe, hit the bell, get the notifications. I sincerely appreciate you subscribing to the channel. It means a lot to me, so thank you for taking the time and doing that. Again, the Quarterback School Patreon community, you know about it. Join, become a member, get even more Quarterback School content. We also have Quarterback School courses. Now, these courses are the premium content available through the channel. These are deep dives on my favorite football topics: RPOs, tempos, pass protection. The best-selling course is how to beat every coverage. We even have an entire offense. So hop over to the new Quarterback School website, take a peek, enroll. I appreciate it. While you're at the website, check out the Ask Me Anything question where you can really get any sort of football answer that you want through the channel. Really cool tool. And then finally, make sure to follow me across social media platforms. I appreciate all your support. As for this video, let's get back to it. All right, second half here. Really love this call. Shootout 6-6, little zone read, split flow. Whether you call it zone read lead or zone read escort. See a lot of teams run this, especially with mobile guys, dual guys back there. We're going to read the right C-gap player, the defensive end, 96. Got an escort and a crack. So there's a lot of really nice elements of this play. Again, this play is very popular for a good reason. It's an excellent play. Here's the zone read player. That's the conflict defender that we're reading. Again, it's paired with a crack block and this split flow element. So normally the read is, if he goes under, you pull it, meaning that here's the backs action, 2 shuffles right there, and come out potentially to run it. If the conflict defender goes over the split flow action, then you hand it off. Regardless, if you keep it, you're going to have this split flow lead blocker. That's the escort or lead element of it. So zone read lead, zone read escort, read 96, that edge player. You know, he goes under, we're going to keep it. Under, there's the crack block, outstanding from the wide receiver. Here comes the lead block around, and we got a good chunk right down the sideline. Again, quarterback not getting hit, running out of bounds, but using the dual threat element. Creative ways to get guys on the edge. Again, Trey Lance looks pretty fast right there. Nice acceleration. Sweet play. Next one here, flat to the number 3 up top. I mean, before I even say what's going to happen, you should probably know. Not a strike. You know, bummer that the Rams don't get it if you're a Rams fan here. But, man, better ball, better things usually happen. I don't know how else to describe it other than the fact that, to me, it is strange for a guy to be so inconsistent with his ball location. So just stick down here to the bottom. and double slant flat up top. I mean, it is as simple and as preseason-y as we can get. Flat, that's where the ball goes. Inside slant, outside slant. Right read, everything except the ball location. And again, we talked about early on how many moving parts he has. Another part of it is just like, hey, at some point, you are what you are. And right now, he just isn't throwing it with enough precision or accuracy to get a chance to play in the league. Like, there's just no other way to say it. This film, you don't turn on the film and see anybody else who's vying for a roster spot have this kind of like consistent weird accuracy issues. And next one here, this is a nice one. This time it looks like he goes left, no, right, yes. I mean, this is as good as it gets as far as going full field read. We saw a guy like CJ Stroud make a play like this in the preseason week 1, where he said no one side, flip around, look how sudden he is. And again, got someone right in his lap, so no to the left, quick flip. I mean, if we saw this consistently, this would get you fired up. No, boom, quick, flip back around. That's outstanding. It really is. This is perfect. It just can't happen once a quarter. Left, no, boom, flip around. I mean, it's outstanding. Third and shortish. 2 hands on the ball, quick, sudden, decisive. Ball's right up on his face. That's what it is. That can't be the aberration, though. That's got to be the norm. That's got to be what we see most of the time. I mean, that's beautiful. It really is. He can do it. We just need to see more of it. Next one here, 2nd and 14. To me, this is an SRO, a little arrow or spear screen up top. Again, it's essentially a flat. I actually think this is a better throw than we've seen on the other flats, but it still makes the wide receiver turn inside. It's still not a great throw. It's not a good throw even. I mean, we get a completion, right? I mean, it's hard for me to keep describing the same thing. There's the flat. A perfect throw puts it out in front of him so he can catch it and turn up the sideline. A not perfect throw is right on the body, makes us then turn inside. Now, this screen here is usually MDM, MDM. That means most dangerous man. Now, if it's man-to-man, I would prefer this. Crack, because he'll go with him. Or you can cross-block this thing. Like come in here, crack, come out here, crack, and your guy will go with whoever's close. There's lots of different ways to do it. You could also just hand it off. It's a run. I'm saying it's a SRO. That's just my terminology. Screen run option. It's an RPO. If you don't love it, and I don't love Trey Lance throwing flats right now, just hand it off. Hand it off. Catch, tackle. I mean, that's not terrible execution. That's not a terrible throw. It's right on him, but see how he turns inside? He doesn't give that guy a chance to make a move. It's just not good enough, man. Next one here, 4th and 6. We're going to go empty. McVay loves it. Actually, don't think this is that play, but Hoss Y juke or Hoss juke. Nobody's there. I got no problem with this decision. It looks kind of like it's got some jump ball vibes, but it's 4th down. You got to throw it. Now, maybe you could say, hey, can you go get it yourself with your feet? Probably don't think he could. My only thing here is give your guy a chance. Just give your guy a chance. So hitch, seam, hitch, and here's that juke over the ball. Now, this juke route, not great, Bob. Okay, like I don't know what to tell you other than the fact that you're not going to get a chance to run these if you run it like this. You got to win. I don't give a shit if there are 2 guys clamping you. We got to win. So there's nowhere to go with the ball. We end up turning this thing into like a scramble drill. I think he's throwing it here. Just a better ball. You got to give your guy a chance on 4th down. You can't throw a never in history out of bounds ball. Cannot. So read this thing out. Juke over the ball. Neither one of the seams, right? The seam up top, clamp. Clamp. Down here to the bottom, nothing. Hitches, nada. Juke, got to win. Nothing. Now when we go to throw that thing, We got to give us a chance. Our guy ends up playing a little bit of defense on us ourselves. But even if he catches this, I think he's flying out of bounds. So just give your guy a chance. I mean, maybe he's throwing it to the outside wide receiver. See if we can see his helmet stripe where he's looking. It looks like he's looking inside to me. Who knows who he's throwing it to? That's usually not a good sign. That's not a good thing to say. On a video, it's going to be a tough sideline catch regardless. Next one here, a little stop route up top. You know, the ball comes out high. It's good coverage. It's tight-ish coverage. It's NFL coverage. I don't give a shit if it's a preseason or not. I mean, I just, to me, he looks toesy. To me, the not accurate, spraying it all over the place. I also want to make sure, okay, I'm just really, really clear on this. Okay. I understand quarterbacks are not going to throw it where they want all the time. Anybody, even the best of the best, when you're on a heater. I just want it sunk in this video. That's a weird miss. Like, it's so high. It's one thing if it's, you know, if it's still catchable. Like, it's there's a pretty big catch radius for an NFL wide receiver. There really is. Even like little guys. It's weird to miss so many. And this not like a down the field anticipation throw. It's a, you see him, you throw it, you know exactly where he's going to be. That thing's just way up there. I mean, that thing's hitting the backstop. The thunk. Oh my goodness. Next one here, 3rd and 7. Again, I would classify an accuracy issue. The guy in motion right now, 14, he's going to fake like he's running a shallow, come back out on the little flat. We're just going to throw a Tebow down at the dude's ankles. It's a completion, but is it good enough? Is it a good throw? It's not far. It's like, I mean, that's, 15-ish yards away. Now we're getting hit. We're getting smoked. And I'm not saying it's easy. Super toesy. If you're up on your toes, for most people, you're going to throw sinkers. Again, it's hard to be consistent. It's hard to be precise when you have this many moving parts. And again, I really do. I can hear myself coming off like a jerk. This is not a hard throw. You can't throw this at a guy's ankles. You just can't in the NFL, man. You can't. And again, it's not that, oh man, this is too bad, this one throw he missed. That's not far. You have to put it right on him. You put it right on him, he gets a first down. He falls forward. Maybe he makes the guy miss. Maybe it's a collision for a first down. But it's not 4th and 3. It's just not good enough. Again, up on his toes. Heel never gets, all your cleats never get in the ground. And I mean, that's below the knee. Next one here, 4th and 3. We're going empty again. This time, McVay, the sideline reporter, was loving it. Right guard, center miscommunication. Can't bring Trey Lance down. Again, looks athletic, looks like he can move, looks fast. Those are all good things to be on the film. Really nice. Great balance, strength right there, acceleration, wherewithal, know where the sticks are, go get it yourself. That part, outstanding. Really. Don't want to undersell that part of it. The part that I just don't understand is we've already seen this. First of all, he scrambled the last time they ran this, I think. Inside fade, that deep stick, little choice with the wrap in. We've already seen this, right? Remember he scrambled going the other way on it? It was like an hour ago in this video. This is there, dog. Just throw it. Just throw it. I don't understand. If you don't like this, I don't like that. It's right in your vision. And again, I just, it's great that he can run and go get it himself on 4th and 3. That's so open to the number 3 guy. You have to throw that ball, man. And again, you don't have enough time to probably get back to the wrap in, but you don't know that the center and the right guard had a miscommunication. You don't know the right guard probably made a mental error. Regardless, nice strength, great balance, good acceleration, nice job going to get a first down right at the sticks. It's outstanding. It was kind of cool to hear McVay kind of talk through this in real time too. Watch the right guard. So watch his eyes, his helmet stripe. So see him look right there to the right. To me, that tells me when he's looking out here like this, he thinks the center's right here. So he thinks he's passing this off to the center, or like he's got the center. The center went to the left though. So miscommunication up front. If you're the man side of this or the two-person side, you look just like this. You're blocking the big. There's no I'm coming off for a linebacker type. So miscommunication on fourth down. You throw it to 48, bro. You wouldn't see this color. You're looking to the left, hitch throw. Now maybe he's just got like spidey senses, but I don't think so. I think he could make that throw. Right there, throw it. It looks like he's turning down the inside fade. Oh, God. Regardless, great strength, good acceleration again, first down. Next one here, just like a cruel twist of fate here, we continue to throw flats. Another Tebow down at the guy's ankles. Again, it's a catch. It's a completion. We got to be able to throw it better, man. I don't know, man. I don't know how else to say it, how else to keep repeating myself. These are real, simple, clean reads. This is usually called both stick in West Coast world, so sticks with flats. Okay, there's both stick, there's double stick, and there's all stick. Keep up. Just put it on them. Put one of the flats. Throw a strike. It's a nice catch, man. There's nothing easy about running full speed this way, catching a ball down at your ankles. But you can see what it does. It's a 2-yard gain. It's the NFL. It doesn't matter that it's preseason. Just look at the trajectory of the ball. So as it comes out of his hand, watch it just nosedive. I mean, it looks like a swing and miss sinker. And we're just going to ground into a double play. Damn. Next one here, 3rd and 5. We're going to run an iteration of mesh. So flat corner up top with mesh. I'm not sure that there's anything there, but what I am sure is you cannot take a sack like this. Like this is an Elvis Gerback sack. Just nasty, run out of bounds. And I call it Elvis Gerback because Mike McCarthy coached Elvis Gerback in Kansas City, and he called it an Elvis sack. So it's not me being a dick to Elvis, but a few things here. There's no one really wide open, I would say. I know this corner pops late. Here's that mesh element of it. He's going to throw it here. They do a good job kind of sorting this thing out, coming down on this thing. I personally, if I was coaching the perimeter here, would love to get this flat picked for. So as you come off here, we're trying to rub through these guys so that this is kind of the first read. And if we could get a pick, well, then maybe it'd be there. The corner is probably not going to be there. Then we're going to come here to number 2. Could you throw this? Maybe, but it's going to be a catch and tackle, 3rd and 5. Maybe you get a first, maybe you don't. I'm not mad at him not throwing it down the field here. I don't love the execution on the perimeter. First up top, you can see that number 1. He could easily get a rub on that flat defender. Doesn't. Okay, not there. Could you throw the mesh to 80? Maybe, but he's going to get hit pretty hard from the linebacker. So now we got to go. You're outside the pocket. There's nothing there. Just throw it away, dude. You can't take a sack when you're outside the pocket like this. Just right there on the sideline. Just throw it away. It's a weird low football IQ play. It's a lack of awareness play. It's bad football. It's bad film. It's just not good enough, man. Again, you see him go to the flat. No mesh right there. 58's going to drive and hit it. I like not throwing it there. I'm fine with that. Get out. There's nothing there. It's 3rd and 5. Just throw it away. 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 Next, naked keeper at a 12 slot wing slot. This time we're going to hit the over. Last time we hit the flat. Going to the left. This time we throw it to the over. Going to our right. Again, not the easiest throw in the world, but not a difficult throw either. We're going to our right, throwing a naked or an over. Just behind him, man. Again, it's a completion. It's not me being a jerk. The ball is behind him. A better ball he can potentially catch and keep running. I mean, there's essentially no yak on any of these throws. It's all kind of catch and tackle, catch and fall, catch and blown up. You might say, oh, that you can't throw it because there's a guy in front of him on the right side of the screen. Throw it earlier. It's a nice catch. It's a hell of a catch. It's everywhere but a strike. Next one here, little double move, long foul ball up top. Just not good enough throw. Need more touch. Got to give your guy a chance. Can't overthrow it. Ball comes out flat. Missing the ball down the field. Again, is all these spray misses get magnified the farther down the field. And that's not even close. I would love to see more touch. I would also love just philosophically, and again, philosophically, does it make sense to me to double move? Mirror double moves here. There's nothing over the ball. We don't need a play fake. And again, that's a hill I die on. And you don't have to, but you have to hear it. So we don't need this play fake. It just makes it harder on the quarterback. That being said, you got to put some touch on this dude. You got to be able to drop it down the line. You got to at least give your guy a chance. You can't throw a flat ball in the basement, skunk this thing. We're taking a shot. Got him. He wins. That's a win up top. That's a touchdown. And it's missing it by almost 5 yards. And again, it's so flat that the guy never has a chance. It has to be a perfectly thrown ball when it comes out that flat. You want more touch, more grace for your wide receiver to be able to kind of adjust to that thing. And again, I just don't understand the ball handling, but it's me. That's me. Also don't understand what the left tackle's doing, but whatever. Flat, miss. Again. Next one here, 4th and 5. Sack, brutal. So again, we're turning down throws at this point. You know, we don't have to necessarily know what the read is in the book, in the game plan to know that he's looking to the left. It's open to the left. We got to throw it. He comes back to the right. It's open to the right. You got to throw it. Then you're outside the pocket on 4th down. You can't take a sack, dog. What the fuck? I'm like, what? I would be mad at a high school quarterback for doing this. So this, not there. Got outside leverage. It's never going to be there. This, whether this is a choice or a true flat, it doesn't matter. It's open. It's wins. You have to throw it. 4th down. You have to throw this. This has to be thrown. It has to be thrown. And then it's paired on the backside with this in. So if for some reason, whatever this read is, 1-2, 2-1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, you can play for me. You have to get back to this. If you don't like this, you have to be quicker back to this. And you have to throw it. It's 4th down. Fucking throw it, dude. Watch the bottom. And that's open. It's not wide open, but it's open. You have to throw it. Now, that's not my favorite release in the world unless it's an option. But I mean, and then if you don't like it, so he says no down here, whatever reason. When he flips back right there, you have to throw the in. So if you're like, hey, dude, you're out of your skull. Like this is not open. Okay, I would disagree with you, but he agrees with you. So he's flipped back. Now he's working back over here. Well, the tight end chipped and now is running a check down. The backside in right here is coming right out of the break, right on time. So 1, 2, you have to throw this. You have to throw it fast before this linebacker type can get over here. You have to throw it. It's 4th down. Situational football. Must throw. Now he's gone. So, no, yes, up top, throw. It's going to be tight. It's the NFL. Oh my God. And then we absolutely Just embarrassing to take a sack like this outside the pocket. Ever. Even worse on fourth down. You have to throw it, dude. I don't fucking understand. McVay's out there on the field, locked in. He can't believe he didn't throw it. Left? No. Whoa. I mean, you see the window, right? There, throw it. Right there. I do not care about this guy. There's no way he can make the play on this. We can see the wide receiver coming out of this route. It's going to hit. Throw it. I don't care that there are guys here. You have to know, you have to be able to throw that. And then you absolutely, when you get outside the pocket, cannot take a sack. Fucking laughably bad. Next one here, little 7-person play fake to throw the stop outside. You know, this is living on the edge, but I think this is a pretty good throw. I think this might be one of the better throws of the day. Now, it's a bit of a blurry decision, but the actual throw, I don't think the corner gets his hand on this. I mean, he is right there. It's living on the edge, but I think that hits him right in the damn face. You can't catch it for him. He definitely didn't get any help, that's for sure. Okay, I'm not trying to say that. Then I'm also getting like heat flashes from watching this drop right here. Watch how big the third step is. That's like a McCarthy old school special. Like that, I thought this footwork died a sad death long ago. 1, 2, massive 3. I mean, he takes a 2-yard drop there. Look at that. He goes from the 16 to the 14. Why? Just stay smooth. I know why, because McCarthy teaches it like that, but I never understood it doing it. So 1, 2. I mean, and then he plays with anticipation right here. And that, well, maybe not. Lowercase a. Capital A arm strength, though. Ripping that thing in there. And it's right there. I mean, it is living on the edge, y'all. But to me, this is a drop. It just looks awkward. The drop has always looked awkward to me. 1, 2. Tight hitch. Throw a fastball. Got to catch it. Can't catch it for him. Next one here, 3rd and 9. This is one of my favorite throws of the game for Trey Lance. We're going to rip a hinge up top. We're going to throw with anticipation, y'all. We're locked in. He's starting to feel himself here in this 6-6 shootout in the 4th. Okay, I'll lay it on thick for you guys if you made it this long in the video. This is nice base. Again, if it looked like this all the time, we'd be rolling. Now, I still think he's got a lot of moving parts, got a lot of energy going up, hard to be consistent. I think we've proven that. But every once in a while, you're going to groove one right down the middle. Again, not my favorite footwork as far as 1, 2, 3 right underneath yourself, but that's a great base. He goes to throw that thing right there. That's anticipation. It's anticipation. You know we got to do it. You got to celebrate it. Okay, right there. He's throwing it. He is not out of that hinge yet. That hinge to me falls out this way as opposed to a stop route that comes like right back down the stem. So this is beautiful, man. Yes, please. And it probably shouldn't have taken this long for that to come out. Okay, it can be all of the above. Okay, let's go drive and win this thing. 1, 2, 3. Hitch out. Boom. And again, the fastball's there. It's easy gas. Just more consistent. Next one down here to the bottom. Double slant. We're going to read this thing inside out. The ball is high. It's also a half tick late. We'll get our guy hit again. So this is one of those ones where this is a pretty clean, even when I say it's double slant, it's actually pretty rarely thrown to the inside slant. You're almost thinking, I'm going to hit that outside slant most of the time. Now, right here, they hit him with some pressure. So they're coming off the edge. It doesn't matter. You like this? Throw it. If not, throw this. To me, it's there. And then when we make the half tick decision, a tick late, it's high. And now our guy gets undercut. And it's just, it's a fast way to piss off all the wide receivers. Whoop. I mean, just put it on him. Catch. 1, 2, throw. See how it's like 1, 2, hold, 1, 2, sit. Like there's no reason to hold it right there. Just throw it. Just a half tick late, and really everything is just a half tick late and a half tick off. And that, finally got all his cleats in the ground though, right? Right. Boom. That's nice. I just throw it on time. It's like that little like sink, like, you really only sink like that if it's press man out there and you're waiting for him to win. Right here, you just let it rip. It's there, free access, pre-snap. Throw it. Next one here, 2nd and 7, big play action, dagger. We're going to hit the dagger up top. I've been pretty tough on Trey Lance just with the accuracy of this. Again, I think when you look at this play, it looks like this ball is high and behind him. I'm not in their wide receiver room. I don't know the install. I don't know exactly what the depth is supposed to be. I will say that in my experience, this route is real shallow and it makes this throw like this. And so what I mean by that is normally on play action ends in the NFL or deep ends, okay, what the ball's on the 48. So 10 yards, 20 yards. Okay, so you got to be able to do that as a wide receiver. You got to run 20-yard in route normally. Usually the landmark you want to catch these things on is 2 yards inside the numbers. The numbers are 2 yards wide, so you just flip over the numbers, and that's the hole right there. So timing-wise for a quarterback, you would take 7, hitch, and throw it. That's the timing. And it's like shooting a free throw or a three-pointer. Now, the reason this thing looks all funky to me is because this route is super short. And so it's open early, but it ends up being a second window throw, which brings the second level defender into the second window. And now it's got to be kind of high to get over him. So I would bet that this depth is off. If it's not off, the play design is not good. But liking the play designer and trusting the fact that he knows what the hell he's doing, it just, that looks slow as hell from the number one receiver and short as hell. And again, you can see here, it's going to, if he pushes that to 32 instead of 38, it's going to be wide open. And it would be even more open if the inside slot receiver didn't get rerouted, across the field. Thought he was playing 7-on-7. Regardless, it turns into a big chunk. And it works, which is kind of a mini miracle with all those things going sideways. So Trey Lance makes it work. Hitch, get it out. Again, the ball doesn't look like it's a well-thrown ball, but because the route is so short, I think it almost has to be there. If it's not over that linebacker type there, it's going to get picked because the goddamn route is so short. Regardless, it turns into a big, nice chunk, some yak. Let's go. Next one here, this is a bummer. Okay, so we end up getting a completion over the ball to the number 1 down here at the bottom of the screen. This is one of those ones the screenshot warriors are going to love. It's hard for me to defend him other than the fact that I'm saying I don't know what the read is, but he's looking to the right. There's someone wide ass open for a touchdown to the right. It kind of reminds me of, I think it was Justin Fields versus the Bucs last year, where there was a similar kind of like, we're going to cross this, and then this is just, it's simply wide open. I mean, I don't know how else to say it. And then I think they run like a little swing with the back. So the defense gets confused. I would bet that the corner is supposed to just fall off and play the deep third. He just goes with the number 1. So when the corner goes this way and this guy goes this way, you've got this action here, and then this guy's just going to kind of come out here and cross up here. So we've had a few of these kind of like cross opportunity shots that it just looks like Trey Lance is not familiar with the install. Like he's looking to the right. You don't have weird double moves like this, like post swing, if you're not trying to throw it down the field. I mean, look how quickly he's off of him. He's got to move, reset, and throw it to him. Throw it to the tight end. It fucking scores. It walks in. It's just, you can't not see these, man. It doesn't take away from the fact that it's a nice job coming back, finding a completion. But man, I'm exhausted watching this film. It's exhausting. See how he's just playing it too quickly. He's looking at the check down right there. There's a touchdown down the field. So he goes check down to over the ball. Again, I love his ability to reset right here, up, reset, but now up, reset down the field. The intent of the play is probably to hit that wheel to 48. Just the timing is all off. It's all funky, man. Another SRO down here to the bottom. We're going to throw the little smoke. Not really an SRO, more PRO, pass run option. Again, the timing is all off. Is it a strike of a throw? No. Is it catchable? Hell yes. Could we catch it? Absolutely. Does he do wasted movement with his feet? Does he take like an extra weird reset? Yes. You see how he's like taking a hitch here, like catching it, almost like he's like trying to find the laces, like an extra reset. Just catch and throw it. It's got to be like turning two. There's just no way around it. You can't. We can't be this late. You can't be late on a bucking one-step smoke pass run option RPO. You just can't, man. There is no way around it. One-step smoke, catch the ball, throw it out there. I can't overstate how frustrating it is to watch this. And if I'm being really, really honest and candid, it's not for long, y'all. And that's it sucks for anybody, but it is the truth of the film. Da-dung, da-dung. See this little like, what the? Da-dung, da-dung. Damn. 3rd and 4, we're going to run the same mesh we ran earlier. So we got that flat down here to the bottom with the corner and the mesh. I think Trey Lance plays this one pretty perfectly. Can't catch it for him. Again, I've stated many times, he got no help on the perimeter. We're dropping balls all over the place. Technically, it looks like he's hot here. He's not playing it like he's hot. It's a nice job. The only person I've ever seen play that drive or shallow from the backside is Brett Favre on a hot route. Now, Brett did it on purpose. This one looks like Trey falls into it. But you can't. You got to be able to catch the ball. It hits you right in the damn stomach. There's just, again, no help. I don't think it's a good sign when you look surprised that you're hot. So what I mean by that is the hot throw is right here, most likely. The only person I've ever seen play, if someone were to blitz on this side and throw a drive or a shallow from this way to be the hot is Brett Favre. And, he had a special ability to kind of bail and make these things happen. He's just playing it and he's surprised that he's hot. This is like, oh, I'm hot? What? I still think you could throw the flat. Fuck, I don't know, man. Regardless, it works itself out, except you can't catch it for him. It's just one of those things where when it's going like this, stuff like this happens and it feels normal. Last one here, just another example of me not understanding where the ball's going. Now, this is a play that McCarthy has run for decades called both option. Okay, and even if it's not both option, it plays out like both option, where there's no way you would ever read the deep route first. And again, we're skymailing it. We're throwing weird contested reads. I'll walk you through exactly what this play is because this used to be a McCarthy special. Option route to me, 6 or 8 yards, kind of choice route. You call it whatever the F you want. Paired with a comeback. And you can see the timing here would allow you to go 1 to 2. Pick a side, 1 to 2. Who's your better option runner? Now, even if they're not options, even if they're just up and runouts, it plays out like options. You would never go 1 to 2, right? Deep to shallow here because the timing would be all janky. Both of these, wide open, just simply not good enough. Like this is almost like 2 middle fingering the read. Like, I don't care. I like this. I mean, I don't know what, if you're working to the right, it's definitely there. Definitely there. Must throw. No way you can't throw this. Look at 49. Damn. Skymail. Good night. So that is a wrap. You made it to the end. Congratulations. It was tough. Tough for you. Probably tougher for me. Maybe tough for both of us. We did it together. Yeah, it's just not good enough right now, y'all. Too many moving parts. Not throwing it accurate enough. Not playing on time enough. Not being what I would consider a good enough NFL quarterback right now to maybe even be on any roster. That's just the reality of that type of performance. Doesn't mean that he can't bounce back the next week and have a great week and rip it up. I thought there were flashes of nice plays. But when you look at the number of plays, 41 attempts, you look at the types of sacks, you look at the types of turndowns, you look at the types of misses, it's just, as a body of work, nowhere near good enough. Now, that might sound harsh. It might be harsh. It's a rough business, man, and it's a bummer to have to say it. I'm pulling for the dude. I want him to get better. I just don't know how you necessarily make that big of an improvement quick enough. And I don't mean quick enough to like make the Cowboys or be on a team this year. I mean like quick enough to keep playing professional football. It's that kind of bummer. It's that kind of urgent. We'll see what it looks like. I'm pulling for him. I think everybody's pulling for him, man. But that was not good enough on a number of different levels. All right, that's a wrap. Thanks so much for hanging to the end. I'll see you on the next one. Have a good one.